Search how to become a millionaire on Google. You'll find all sorts of advice if becoming a millionaire is all about reading quotes on social media and changing your mindset. Don't get me wrong, changing your mindset is very important to become a millionaire. But so is starting a business and having entrepreneurship knowledge. Most of those self-made millionaires' Instagram pages don't even know how to acquire or start a business legally, let alone how to run one and make it succeed. Amongst all this advice, there's one that is frustrating in my opinion. It's the live below your means thing, which we highly disagree with. Want to know why? Keep watching. Why do people prefer quotes to action? Why? Here's the truth. Very few people talk about numbers and money because very few people have generated serious wealth. Also, people aren't looking for practical advice. They're looking for something that will make them feel better about themselves. Here's an example. Let's pretend that you want to become a millionaire and be free. You want the lifestyle and the options. But to do so, you need to work hard. There's a lot to do, a lot of pain to endure, a lot of stress to go through, and high risk. So you decide to pretend that you're doing something. Instead, you start consuming online content and you fiddle around with things without going anywhere. You feel like you are making progress, but in fact, you are learning quotes and living other people's lives. You are just consuming entertainment content. All those motivational videos are awesome. They might pump you up. But in the real world, those aren't going to make you any money. What is going to make you money is action. So, let's quickly differentiate two types of action. You can either fiddle around or you can take massive action. You have to strive to take massive action. Why? Because it is the best way to not go wrong about what you are doing. If the activity won't take you closer to your goal faster than anything else, you shouldn't do it, or you should delegate. Reading Steve Jobs quotes on billionaire mindset Instagram pages is fiddling around with your time. So, my first advice is to stop wasting time on things that aren't making you serious money. In business, there are many things to do. In the beginning, you are probably going to work both in and on the business. You're going to do the actual work and deliver the service or product. You're going to take care of invoices or whatever. But you're also going to work on strategy and business plans. What's the difference between working in the business and on the business? When you're working on the business, you are thinking about the next steps. It's strategic thinking, important negotiations, and decisions that will change the future of the company. When you are working on the business, you are just one of the gears that are making everything happen. If you are focused on growth, you'll think about strategy and next business moves, not the numbers to put on an invoice. Why living below your means won't make you a millionaire? The advice sounds something like this. If you want to become a millionaire, you have to save money. You need to start with spending as little as possible. Cut most of your expenses and especially stop eating out and buying coffee daily. Instead, buy your own stuff and make yourself meals and your own coffee. The same goes for everything else in your life. Always look for a way to spend less. Well, I'm here to tell you that being cheap won't help you much. It also takes more of your time. Instead of thinking about what's the best way to save 15% on your meal, think about the next step for your business. Instead of making your coffee, which will take you longer, use that time productively. And not just that, removing satisfactions and things that make you happy from your life in exchange for a few bucks daily won't help you. In best case scenario, you will save some $10 a day. That's $3,650 a year. At this pace, it will take you almost 274 years to save $1 million. Not a great strategy. Now, I'm not saying that you should start spending random money on random things. I'm just saying that if something makes you happy, you shouldn't cut it out of your life just because that would save you some money, which you will probably spend on something else anyway. Practice success. There's a concept that many actual millionaires agree on to become successful. You need to practice success. Things like a vision board can help. But what pushes you to give it your best is experiencing success. For example, if you want a mansion, go to the website, download the mansion you want, and put it on your vision board or go. So, what should you do if you're interested in the world of business? Some habits will improve your odds of success. I'm not talking about following a couple of influencers online. I'm talking about healthy things that will change your life, improve productivity, and reduce stress. Millionaires don't want to impress others. Mark Zuckerberg is worth $173 billion. Despite this, he drives a relatively cheap car. He has often been seen driving an Acura TSX, a $30,000 car. He claims that he doesn't need something more expensive and that the car is safe, comfortable, and not ostentatious. Why? Because driving a TSX around town is just like driving a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. The only difference is that a Ferrari gets everyone's attention while a TSX doesn't. Am I saying that getting an expensive car is wrong? I'm not. If cars are your passion, or if an expensive car genuinely makes you happy, you should buy them when you can afford them. But you should never do it just to impress others. Millionaires exercise. This is not advice. This is a prescription. You must work out regularly if you want to survive entrepreneurship. The world of business is very difficult.